Podcast number 8. Welcome, everybody. I am so excited about this one because it was funny because Tanya kind of, I said, I would like to have somebody on the podcast. And Tanya was like, oh, I'll come. And I was like, oh, yeah, cool, cool. Where are you at? And she said, oh, I'm down in Australia, in Queensland. And I was like, oh, cool. I lived in Surfers Paradise, 1998. I was like 18 and rollerblades. You know what I mean? It's like, and, and, and she goes back, she goes, yeah, it's very different. I live in an eco village, like in the mountains, and I'm like, oh my gosh! So I'm super excited about that, and to learn more about yeah, how is it in living in an village? How long have you been there? I mean, we can
I've
start.
lived here for 16 years. Yeah.
Wow,
And
wow,
we lived in Adelaide, and I saw a woman write about this village on a parenting group. My son was very little then, under 2, and I saw it and I immediately felt, wow, we need to move there.
yeah,
The land just called me. I saw the location. I'd never considered living in Queensland because it's quite hot here. That's what I thought. But then when I saw the land was just calling me, the land, the ocean, I'm like 10 minutes from the beach and I'm in the forest. So this is really the land really called me here
wow.
because
How
this
many
is this
people
is my this is my dream. Now, when I arrived there, I was like not leaving the house, not leaving the village for 6 weeks. It was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful here. I'm in
Oh,
I'm
wow.
in heaven on earth.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And it was like when I came to Saba Island, I spent 17 years on. So I came on the island, I was just dropped my bags, and I was like, okay, we're good, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
13
we
square
arrived,
kilometers.
right?
I know what you mean when you kind of feel that coming home feeling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But where are you from? Because you're not from Australia, are you?
Now I'm from Germany. And yeah, it was just this morning when I was in the ocean feeling how much I always longed for the ocean. And every time we went on holidays and I was in the ocean, I just knew it would only be a week or two. And I always had this dream to one day live close to the ocean so I could go into it every day.
Right.
So I'm always pinching myself. Wow, I'm
Am I
here.
here? Am I here? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, we are so much the same because it's the same for me. And now I'm in northern Norway, right? So into the Arctic Circle. So I'm like, but I always touch the sea, But I'm like, I do not see myself going swimming up here. I'm like, no. It's like, people are now. I've been reaching out to people regarding learning more about the breath. I just had this calling that I really want to go deep on that. And a
Yeah.
lot of people obviously is mentioning Wim Hof, right? And I'm going like, I'm not doing the water thing, ice thing. No, It's not- no, 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 that's not for me. I'm the Caribbean girl. It's like,
How dare you? Like next time we speak, you're like, I've been in the water.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's a different temperature. It's like getting very cold here at the moment. It's 13 degrees, but that's nothing to how cold it is where you are, right?
Yeah, but yeah, no, no, no. But that's the same in the Caribbean too. It was like 18. It was like long arms. It's like,
This morning was beautiful. There was everything on the top was really cold, and then I was diving in and it was warm. I just wanted to keep going deep, and it
wow.
was really beautiful. And the
Yeah,
light was shining in because
yeah,
I'm really about, since I've been drinking the Kangen water, I've just been about embodying water, really returning back to water and becoming fluid again. This is why going with the flow in our conversation is so beautiful too. Just
yeah,
been focusing on bringing myself back to fluidity
yeah.
and just engaging, really relating with water in a new way.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Is it also like one of the essential things that you do? Because you also like I was leading a New Earth Sacred Union and Body Guide and Blu-ray Transformers. There's a lot of things. So I always say follow your passion, right? So because you also like Kangen Water Mother, right? So I'm like, okay, so basically you have three main passions. Like how does that work? How does that all flow together? Because I guess it does, right?
Yeah, and it's so big. Like I can't even put that into 3 words, but that's what came out lately, because there's so much. I'm just so deeply in the love with life and with it, and really having discovered who I am and why I'm here. and then I've been helping others with that for many years. And now since I've been drinking the Kangen water and joining the energetic business, I've just been expanding into from one-on-one work in small groups into, oh, I'm going global. I open my Facebook up to public, and I'm just every day doing videos on it,
Yeah.
and really shifting to this bigger mission is unfolding,
Right.
and helping others to come into the light and remembering who they are.
Yeah.
So it's not all these years, the past years, like I have come home here to my land, and then we built this house here, and I had my children, and through them I healed. So it's been like 20 years of really deep conscious healing work. And then now I feel I have really come into my inner union, my masculine, my feminine, my higher self, my God self with my body. I'm aware that I'm a spirit in a body. Now I've really arrived. And then and the water is helping with it. So that was my vision, that the water at the moment in the ascension process is helping us, helping the cells to open up and letting the light in, and helping the neuroplasticity in that current shift we are in.
Mm-hmm.
So then
Yeah.
I felt, yeah, I'm a mother of that. I'm a mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
When you
yeah.
refer to the vortex, is that like Abraham Hicks kind of theory where vortex?
It's just, you mean the creating of
Yeah. How do you
the
step into
the
vortex, right? Because Abraham Hicks,
yeah.
that's like their focus, right? Or did you mean it also in another sense?
Yeah, I feel we all are the portals. We are the vortexes, and we are embodying what we are becoming.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I embody that, my inner union, and then this is all coming from me out, from me inside out.
Yeah. And it's so
Yeah, this
important today.
rebirth.
Yeah. This is what we need to do today to be the light workers, be the hold the beacon and show the light. So there is a way. There is a way,
Yeah,
and this is how you can do it. And the thing is, like sometimes I feel like, why isn't people listening? It's like, and it's like, oh, maybe if people think like what we're doing is like, oh, it's not real, or it's a scam and it can't be true. And I'm like, well, it is. Look, there's like in the big group now, there's like what, 21,000 people. I mean, pay attention, right? And this is actually also one of the purpose with the podcast. I want to get the message out there. It's
yeah,
definitely possible. There is a different way, and and there's people that are right there to celebrate you every single step of the way. And I got to
yeah.
tell, yesterday, did you watch there was the masterclass or the training yesterday? We are in a container now with 1,500 people, where we're like really kind of embodying it, right? And growing together. And there was a training yesterday, and I was watching it. I was like, I had like 10 pages of notes, and I would have like 10,000. Okay, like all kind of like, what's
Yeah,
your biggest takeaway from the training?
yeah. The paradigm shift. Yeah, the paradigm shift. Like my paradigm totally shifted.
Yeah,
In a deeper way of, yes, I'm fully in my. This is my new place.
yeah,
No, and this co-creating together.
yeah,
There's no competition. There's just this beautiful cooperation. And then we are dreaming as women, especially. We need to dream our future in. We need to dream our life in, and we need to be relaxed for that, and we need to be fluid, and the whole sensuality that you mentioned before. Being fully awake in our body, relating with all of life, and being this embodiment.
right.
And yeah, I just felt my paradigm shifting. And or last night I was also writing for hours what success means to me, and my yes life, and just casting the vision out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like
I
what is possible there with the income. That's what was in my vision in January before I joined. I just saw aligning myself and everything, the money also with water. No, it was like, where's the money coming from? It wasn't meant to come anymore from one-on-one clients. It's like it's going to come from an magic,
yeah,
and we are drinking the water, and we tell others about it, and we just get paid for that. I was
Yeah.
like, is it that simple?
Yeah,
It's so simple.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then we get to share the good in the world. We get to share good things, and the thing is, the actual, and it's right, because the business is very simple. It's like I do this podcast. We also have master classes and different things, and that's how you do it. And with the academy that we have to lean on, which is I this is another one. I think just doing the discovery process for yourself and what you actually do. You go in and you find out what's my goals and dreams. What is my why? Why am I here? Why do I want something different? Like really go deep on this. And then you get a free discovery call included. It's like, and you got 14 days money back guarantee. And it's like,
Yeah, so
yeah,
good. And
yeah,
it's all automated. It's all automated and it frees us up, which is so beautiful. So
yeah.
everybody can actually be like that was always my vision that we just all do what we are good at.
Oh,
So
yes.
and then we don't have to do paperwork or so. Someone else who loves doing that can do that. And we stay doing what we love. And then we just become more and more radiant because we
Yes.
are not wasting all our energy on all these things. That's really coming to the head right now. It's because I've
Yes.
only been with Energic since January, end of January. I've been only drinking the water since the middle of February,
Right.
so quite new.
Yeah.
But this, like, oh my God, there's so much to do. I can't do it like that anymore. It needs to all shift. I don't want to live like that anymore.
Right, right. Yeah, no, no,
Yeah,
exactly. And the beauty of it is that you marriage the business with whatever your passion is. That's what I say. It's like
yeah,
uh, whatever you like to do, even if you say that you are a painter, but you can have the Kangen water at your when you have expos of your paintings. I mean, you can combine
yeah.
it. Like I have yet to hear the thing that you cannot combine this business with in terms of
Yes,
passion.
yeah,
Um, and even though I probably would say that a lot of people are really into the spiritual, right? From our community. That's really, I think, is the most of us. But we know that because it's like Madalena was saying yesterday, it's like it's not the 80-20 rule, where it 80% uh, personal development and 20% business is actually 90% inner work. And then we
yeah,
have a little bit of business on top of that. It's a little bit of business strategy on top, and then the rest of it, we just go in and do the work. And I done so much, especially till coming to Norway, being in the dark, like for like a whole month and a half, we didn't have the sun, right? And and talking about going within, and it's like, and I was still doing it. It's like, yeah, there's more layers, and it's more layers. It's like, I mean, how deep does it go?
And there's a matrix of this, like nothing has ever brought me so deeply of all of it coming out because we are becoming leaders and we are under someone. So we are going into surrender, we are stepping into leadership, we have to stretch ourselves.
Yeah,
And everything comes up through the drinking of the water as well, right?
yeah.
It's fascinating and
I
it's so much fun.
yeah. Have you done
Yeah.
fasting yet? Did you do fasting?
Not for many days, like a day fast or a few
Okay,
day, 2 days I did, yeah.
okay.
How many days have you done?
I just completed, like in August, no, in April, I did the 3-day water fast.
Yeah.
And that one is, if anybody wants it, I can give you a copy, or you have it in the back of the TFE as well. Huh? And what's really good about that one is that the water fast gives you videos that you can watch every day. So you do it, but you learn, right? And I might do another one. I was thinking about doing maybe one in June. Let's see how we go.
Yeah,
But
beautiful. Maybe we can do one together in different countries and get a team together and all do it together and create this.
yeah, that's what actually, you know
Yeah,
what, we should do that. We did that last time, and we basically started in Thailand, and I think it was all the way over Costa Rica, California side, right? So it was like, by the time Thailand had gone through the day, Costa Rica was waking up. So it's like, it was really funny. And then I was kind of in between, right? And it was like 22 of us, right? And I already have, there was like 5 or 6 people who was like, I want to do the next one. So we just this it, for me, it's gonna have to be then in June.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I really want to do that. It's I'm doing a lot of. Do you do a lot of breath work? Is that one of your?
Um, I'm a lot in nature, and then I focus on my breath while I'm out there, but I'm not so much sitting there and going and just this. I'm more like really naturally. Like I always align my breath with the ocean waves every day, every morning, and just with life itself. So it's more. It feels more natural to me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, and
beautiful.
sometimes pranayam, like yeah, with alternate nostril breathing, and but it's become all more organic,
Right.
unstructured. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you? Do you
Yeah, I
do a
don't
lot
know.
of breath?
That's why no, that's why I feel called to start to learn it. So I just need to figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
I done a lot of Joe Dispenza meditations, like a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
But I never liked the breathing. That's why I'm like, okay, let me figure this out. Why doesn't I? What do I don't like about it? At least give it a good shot. Because if I
Mm.
now after learning about it and I still go like, you know what? I'm like, okay, that's not for me. Let me do that. Actually, when I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I do because I love nature. Like, bring me out in the trees and the ocean and the same. I'm the same, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's so beautiful to just naturally be so connected. Often people go to these courses and seminars or learning this because they are not yet connected. But when we are that already connected, um, maybe that's why it's not calling me in that way because I'm just living. I
yeah,
ride my bicycle a lot, so I'm on there always breathing while I move my legs,
yeah,
so I'm really always engaging my whole body. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Beautiful.
what I love doing too is how I engage with this water is often also when talking with someone, something comes up and then we drink and it's like using the water to integrate. Now it's like, oh, this just came up. Wow, there's a shift. Okay.
Okay.
We drink to that and then it shifts using the water really to help us paradigm shift.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
interesting, huh? Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what comes out of us, right? What we discover and
yeah, yeah.
what
And
yeah.
and it's about being open and ready to receive and yeah and like I say, be willing to go through the different phases and go to the next level. Like I feel you. When you talk, I feel how, wow, how good you are in your space. You know what I mean? Like I feel the calmness, the love, and when you're doing like when you're talking, you're using your hand to show the higher self, and you can just kind of feel the energy going woo, right?
Mm.
And Yeah, no, it's very inspirational. I'm in a bit of a transition period because of that, the shift in energy of location.
Yeah.
So I'm still finding my bearing around here, right? But
Mm.
it's so good to see you. I'm like, yes, that,
Yeah,
right?
thank you.
So,
Thank
so
you for seeing me. Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I think. Like, I think one of the things that I would definitely love to do, and we should do that. We'll find some time, and then we do a 3 to 5 day water fast, right? Because we can all
Yeah.
start on the same day, and then people can even do one day and still be part of the same. What we did last time, we just ran it in a chat, and so people can just ask questions, and people are there to support each other, right?
Mm.
And because I think that is something that is always good to do,
Yeah.
and that is one thing I think is going to help. And the other one is that I'm diving into breath, but yeah, it's yeah. And then I gained like, I don't know, 10 kilos, and that's so protective, right? That's what we do. Yeah,
Yeah. And when it was winter, it's such a different energy to coming from the Caribbean. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah, yeah,
that's that's like confident going in and it's and it's cold and it's a very
it's like, yeah,
very different energy.
that's the yeah, yeah, yeah,
Since the times of COVID, I haven't left here. So I've been here and I used to go back to Germany every year.
yeah,
But this staying here has really anchored me here. Now I have not had any disruption of leaving
yeah,
except a few days,
yeah,
2 times a few days, but otherwise I've always been here. And
yeah,
that has actually really helped me come in.
yeah.
And
Exactly.
every day for many years, I sat on the earth for quite a long time. I've got 15 guinea pigs in the garden. Sometimes I had over 20, and I just sit out there with them. And that has helped me ground and be on the earth and
Yeah.
really anchor myself.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Is that so? What's your what is some tips maybe you can give to the people listening about, rather whether it's embodiment, like what is something that comes down that you would like that you can share that could help people just to, in the daily lives, like little. Mm.
Yeah, what I feel is really important is to go outside, to be in nature, to be barefoot on the ground, to also lie on the earth, and to really begin relating with life and with nature. Now to stand against trees, to just really connect, and then also with our own body, to just be really in touch with ourselves and to like to slow down, to really catch up with ourselves. So we have pauses where we feel ourselves. The animals have been helping me a lot. So the guinea pigs, putting them on my body, putting them on people's bodies, and then hours go by and they're just on me, and they have helped me to just go in and in. No,
Yeah.
but just this time where we're not looking at anything, not taking constant information in, but to just like be still. And then what is for me a strong focus that I guide people in is to focus on this. I mean, just, it is everywhere, but just focusing this about the above, to focus on our direct link with source energy, where we all come from. And then, the higher self, the spirit, the soul, and then our body. But this is our direct link with source. And there's nobody else in that energy field. So that we are really fully on, and that comes into the body and our feet anchoring into the earth, because we really want to embody and also embody into the earth. And
Mhm.
many of us are here to bring the energy in,
Yeah.
channel it in through our being, and it goes into the earth. That's what I feel I'm doing as well. Like the energy comes in, that is flooding here into the earth, and it goes through my body and out. And then moving the body, I especially like to move my body how it feels. No, not structured, but really being in touch with how does my body want to move.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, and then feeling also the three brains, the head brain, the heart brain, the belly brain. So yeah, I help people with that, and with the body talk system. That's beautiful to raise the consciousness and clear belief systems, and to just really anchor in and yes, embody.
Yeah.
And then the self-love comes out, and working with the water is amazing. I don't know, is everyone on this podcast drinking Kangen water? Or is it more an open?
No, this is a mix. Some people some people are in the process of, and some people are not. So
Yeah.
not yet. That's what I always should say.
Not yet.
I would like to say
Because
with
it's special water, right? It's a hydrogen molecule and it goes so deeply into the cells. Like I feel everything is like moist again inside of me, and my hair is growing, and I feel I'm alive again. But because I was drying up,
yeah,
everybody is shriveling up from a very young age on. So
yeah.
we are coming back to life when we drink this, and then the self-love increases. Now
It,
that's so
it's
powerful.
exactly, and then also because we are embodying so much spiritual work that you start to that, like you say, self love is a must. It's like you can't create abundance from a lack mindset, right? And I wanted to say one of the practices that we've been I was doing was I was part of this group, and what we were doing was that we will anchor down to Gaia, to the center of Gaia, and then we will pull up her energy uh, on the inhales. And then on the exhales, we will get the channel down the energies coming down from the cosmic, right? And then you will have this beautiful swirl kind of coming together where you are breathing in both Gaia and the galactic. So you had the feminine and the masculine. That one was like it's a little bit hard to do in the beginning because you really have to concentrate on drawing it down and then in again, right? So it was like, where am I going? Where is it up or down?
Yeah.
So, but it's a very good practice just to because when you get that,
Yes.
you're so connected, right? You are sitting in
Yes.
it, right? Um,
It's
And
beautiful you share that. It's the same practice I've also been guiding people in, and then drawing also the energy of the core of the matter up, the dark energy of matter, and then feeling the light from above and the dark light from below. And then we have this alchemization happening.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, super powerful. And actually, part of the same training, we had another one that was really good. We were doing like galactic coding activations. So from Valerians and Pleiadians and everybody was there, and they were doing like an abundance activation. And one of the things they were doing were like it was interesting because it was an energy that was coming from behind, like between the shoulder blades and through the heart, and just boom, right? Oh my gosh! And it's like the lady who was doing it, she was doing light language, right? So I was like, and you were sitting there, it was like, and I never really, I don't know why, but I never really thought about frequency coming, energy coming that way, right? Anyway, the way it was done, it was just, I was just like, oh my god, just like, it's like energy is coming up and down and through and up, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I have this rock pool close to here. It's a rock, it's a natural, the creek flows through from the mountains, and there's little waterfalls. And they're so small that I can put my whole head under in my face, and I can just have the water fully stream into me. And that's like really opening. So
Wow.
that's nice to visualize under the shower as well, if you don't have a waterfall, to just feel, because we need to become more like water. So we are shifting out of the density, so that we can ascend and embody. That's why this working with water right now is so powerful more than ever.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and we are in the time of the Aquarius too.
Yes.
You can do that. It's actually funny. I actually drink more water on this podcast than I have done on any other podcast because you inspired me. You're like, drink the water. I'm like, okay, drink the water. Mm.
Mm. Oh,
And,
it's
and
delicious, isn't it?
yes. And tell me a little bit about the what's the Blu-ray transformer? What is that? What's the
Quite a few years ago, I met this Blu-ray guide. She was on the internet, and everything she wrote, I could feel, but I hadn't yet put words to it.
okay?
No, and she was talking about the Blu-ray star seeds that are super sensitive beings, very connected to water. And they are here. They've come into families where they often didn't feel like belonging, and then they help transmute and help heal the DNA of the family. But we had forgotten totally who we are. So we were feeling so hypersensitive, totally feeling everything,
Okay.
and not knowing who we are, totally alone in a family where we didn't really. Yeah, and then we were transmuting by feeling what others feel, so highly empathic, and then by feeling that we are helping the energy to shift. So that took me until in the last 10 years to find out, and to actually feel, oh my God, I'm feeling so much. I'd never realized how much I feel. And then I tried to suppress it with food or with was just bypassing that because it was too much. So actually discovering who I am, and when the Blu-rays really remember who they are, that's when we fully activate.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That's it.
we
Yeah.
we we need to activate ourselves. There's
Right.
no one that can do that to us. And that's a really quite a deep, long process. And that's why there are some Blu-ray guides around and activators, because they are helping. I was activated, and then I activate others,
Yeah.
and then the people are activating, the Blu-rays are activating themselves by becoming totally who they are.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then and then we've been behind the scenes, but now when we are fully activated, we come out, and
We
then
go.
it's our time to to really share. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
so the
beautiful.
water is the water is powerful for the Blu-rays, especially
Yeah. Huh?
to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so I'm so happy that you. It's so nice that you found and this is well, this is how life is. Things come exactly at the right time. There's no wrong time. It's there. It is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Ready. Right. And then
Yes.
so but beautiful, huh? Beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
mhm,
so grateful.
yeah.
Yeah, and just to really deeply, it's more like, it's not that I know it in the head, it's more like, oh wow, I so resonate. Yes, I really resonate.
Yeah.
Now that feeling when someone gets it, then we know, not in the head, but oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this is beautiful too, with the Kangen means return to source. And this is what we need to return to source.
Yeah.
So it even says it very simply in the words. That's what the water is there for.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
specific water to help us return to source.
Return to origin. Yes. Yeah.
So if we are doing the ascension work, that water is really a God sent from source to help us return to source.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Did you feel that I think more people are waking up though. Do you think so? Or not, waking up, like I don't want to judge, but you know what I mean? Like are really starting to pay attention and feeling that this isn't the way.
yeah.
And I don't know, there was a lot of talk about it. Okay, the leaving the parallel universes. I just want to touch on that just to get your opinion on it. So some people say, okay, we left the station. We are two trains. We are now side by side, so we can still see each other. And what do you think is Ascension is going to look like in?
Do you mean as well with 3D and 5D that
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
shift?
That's the train station, right?
Yeah,
But
I feel this is inside of us, this consciousness. Some people are just waking up, but it's just like, oh, they're looking, but it hasn't yet embodied.
yeah,
And then some that have already gone, they have already gone so that they can lead the others. But that will be done in a different way because we had to do it quite alone and had some guides, but mainly alone. But now there's some that are already shifted into 5D and beyond, and some that are just waking up, and they also need the energy feels less dense, so it will go faster for them. What took us 20 years or so might be only, can be in a blink of an eye almost for them, or a
yeah,
bit longer. But
yeah,
it's and then the danger is some people, they have the awakening and they think they're there, but it's not yet embodied.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why it's so important, I find, for us to have this conversation out on stage. Hey, this is what we do. We are here. You have any questions? You want to talk here, right? Or if you're ready to do things other ways, come here. We're here,
yeah,
so yeah, and it was even like because sometimes you hear people go like, oh yeah, well I don't like to run ads and be in people's faces or whatever, and keep on talking about my stuff. I'm like, you know what? I think it's our obligation to talk about it.
yes, yeah.
You,
That
you
was a big breakthrough too. I used to share very much in private messages, and then since joining Energic and drinking this water, I was like, now I need to open up
yeah,
and share what I used to share privately, share it with the world, and just
yeah,
every day do videos and
mhm,
upload them on YouTube and
yeah,
on Facebook.
yeah,
And whoever, when the time is there, who needs to find me will find me. And then the message is timeless and it's there. And just to transmit. And
yeah,
then our voice activates ourselves and others. The
right.
more we speak, we just activate through the voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
And it's so beautiful. We have this tool, right? This portal of the internet, the podcast, the Facebook, the YouTube, the this.
Yeah, yeah. When I was in Australia last time, I was writing letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and calling on the landline. And I remember I had to call my mom. I had like this calling card, like the international calling card.
I remember that too.
And one time I called her on collect, right? And the thing is,
I
when you
came
call,
also to I came also to Australia in '98 for the first time.
oh yeah, oh
And you
wow,
were '98.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I came in July, I think, something like that.
Yeah, the calling cards. That was so complicated.
Yeah. And then I remember it was one time I was calling my mom, and then I on collect, and I can hear her, right? Because the operator would go like, okay, I got Nina Pedersen on the call. Do you want to accept the call, right? It's like
Yeah,
proper jail stuff, right?
yeah.
And I can hear my mom going, oh, yeah, okay.
If I have to.
That's so funny. Oh yeah, and
And
that's the truth. It's like, and then today it's like, yeah, call anywhere, right?
and it's even free, right? And we can call on WhatsApp and
Yeah.
but it was so special back then. It was so expensive. It shows how far we have come and how far we will be going, like even faster in the next few years, right? With artificial intelligence and
Yeah, yeah. That's a big shift coming up too, you know. But I think it's just we just gotta at this point. I think we need to embody this change, like
yes,
because I don't think there's gonna be enough time to put any kind of brakes on anything. You pass the point of any kind of regulation because it's just it snowballs. By the time you have regulation for this, we already up here, so
yeah,
you're never gonna catch it, right?
mm,
But yeah, you just gotta figure out how do you cope. I was even because I help out a little bit at school, so I'm teaching English, and I call it like English slash traveling. Because I'm trying to get the traveling in there. Do you
yeah,
guys want to travel? It's good, you know. And what was I? Yeah, and I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I said, I really think you should be teaching how to prompt ChatGPT. Teach it,
yeah,
give them real tools because that's their reality. Just like we woke up one day and had Google, well,
yeah,
they woke up and they have ChatGPT. It's the same thing. The better you
yes, yeah,
can get at it, you use it as a tool. Use it as a
yeah,
tool. You know, we don't have to reinvent the wheel any anyway. And then the other thing too I find is that we're always going to journal anyway.
yeah,
You know what? But the younger generation might journal on their phone, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very different. Or with voice instead of writing and
And this is
yeah,
actually a very good tool, and I did it last week, but I'm going to do it again with a is to actually record a voice note to yourself
yeah,
where you visualize it, where you're like I am, and fill in dreams and goals and visions, right? And do that with like put like maybe like a 428 hertz music behind it, or some kind of frequency music, and listen to yourself. That wow, it's so powerful. It's like
yeah,
it's a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning because it's a little bit
yeah,
weird, but then you go like it's like me talking to me, but me saying good things to me instead of me saying the negative self-talk we end up in doing sometimes, right?
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's a tip. If you haven't done it, anybody listening, get it done.
yeah,
Create yourself a good one. And comment down below if you want, and we'll get you some kind of scripting for it. But all good things, goals and
yeah,
dreams. That. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, and voice messages are so powerful to work with.
yeah,
So powerful
yeah,
to use the voice and to wake this up and open, open, open up the full true expression.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, girl, do you have anything?
Mhm.
What is that? Do you want to talk about something else? I thought you were up.
Oh, there's there's so much, but let's just yeah, let's feel into what it's just so beautiful to share. It has been really beautiful to see how much, we are at opposite ends of the world and we have so much in common and to realize that also. I feel we have all been planted at different places around the globe where we are meant to do our mission,
Yep.
and we are all together, even though we feel we are sometimes alone or apart, but we are really, there's no space and no distance.
Mm-mm.
And like this screen, we are right next to each other here. And that's how I feel it energetically too.
Yeah.
And what I'm feeling with the Kangen water and calling my team also in is this will call my soul tribe in,
Yeah.
who will feel aligned with me. They will be like, oh yeah, there she is. That's
Yeah.
unconscious. And then we will, that is now the vehicle that can bring us all together, like it has brought you and me together, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's exactly it. We're gonna, first of all, we are where we're supposed to be. Even though I think my higher self had really kind of like You need to be in Norway. I'm like, no, you need to be in Norway. No, you need to be in Norway. Okay, fine, I'm in Norway. I'm having this joke with my higher self. I'm going like, okay, I still don't get it. I still don't get it, but okay, you're gonna tell me. So it's hilarious. So
Yeah,
I
so
got a joke.
you're following deeply your inner guidance, right? You're deeply following your.
Yeah,
That's
that's
beautiful.
it.
And then the miracles unfold, right? That's why we don't have to force anyone or advertise or anything, because it's just like, as we are activated on that level, the higher selves, our higher selves will also call the other higher selves in, and then everything will be directed so that we meet in the physical.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly. And I can't wait to do that. It's like, and also
yeah,
my son is 14, and he hears about, because I travel a lot, and he always hears the stories, and I'm like, no, dude, it's your time. We're gonna do the same. Now I'm gonna show you the world. And Australia is definitely one of them. I got some friends down there also, so I want to go down
yeah,
there too. It's like amazing.
yeah.
Go say hi to
Yeah,
the Canadians.
I've got a 15-year-old daughter, so they can hang out.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. It's like- but
Yeah,
yeah, that'll be perfect because yeah, yeah. No, we definitely will make that happen. But first, we're going to do the water fast. We do that in June.
yeah.
So whoever's listening who want to do a water fast, you can do it one day, or you can do it. I'm thinking about doing 5 days because that's kind of what I wanted to do. Um, but at least 3 days for now. But let us know if you want to see that. Comment down below. And what else? What else? I think that's about it. I think it's important to, yeah.
I'm just feeling also, how important our spine is. And when the spine is also really hydrated, as this lightning rod in us, and then but yeah, the light that we are just radiating out, that's our protection. Now yeah, we are rebirthing from the inside out. That's what I feel, why so many women are also attracted, especially to this water and this business, because the women are rebirthing, we are rebirthing the new humanity
Yeah.
in a, yeah, in like more the energetic womb, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the support and love and celebration that we have in our community, it almost brings me to tears. It's so amazing. It's yeah. And like you don't have to feel lonely again. Right?
It's so beautiful. And it's so beautiful, like with this woman that had died and then has just moved up to legacy her position, and her kids are receiving it, all this beautiful support that is happening. I've never experienced something like that. And
No.
that's really a dream coming true, because
Yeah.
we are all sovereign, but we are so supportive to each other. And the leaders are mentoring. They're not retiring because they're super rich now. They're like, oh, wow, look what you can do. And they're helping us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
They're
they're
like,
they're
oh,
not leaving.
no.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they also keep expanding. It's like it doesn't stop. They're not like, okay, I'm at that level now. I have enough. I stop. They're like, oh, there's more.
It's
And
more.
then
Exactly.
we can also go and go to more.
Yeah. It's like I can help more. I can help more because that's what it's come down to. How many people can I help? And
Yes.
yeah, and I think so I just want for whoever sees this, what we're talking about is basically all you need. There's a link, it's $49 to go inside and really start to have a look. And once you come inside, it's not one of those but when you sign in and then you have to pay another 1,000 or 2,000 or $10,000 to upscale the program. You get everything one time. It's like you unlock the full platform for
Yeah.
$49. and
Yeah.
and in that, just getting in there, you feel the energy is like and there's lots of master classes this because I was actually here when the platform was launched 4 years ago. And I remember it was like in April. I was like, what? And it was like, woo! And of course, it was brand new, and we had a little bit of birds things. We were like, oh, is this not working? How did I get in there? And of course, now we're like 4 years in, right? So We learn so much, and there's so much resources in there. There's like everything you need to run a business online is in the academy. Full stop. That's what you need. How to do it, the training, the task, everything. Master classes, mentorships, all is in there. One place. So, is that clear?
Fantastic. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then how we can, that's beautiful to see how you, yeah, how you, this is all actually we need to share with people, right? We share and then it's there
Yeah,
because everybody needs to be sovereign and find their own information, right?
sure.
That's the people that's lifting already everybody up
Yeah,
because it's a different way of, yeah, you have to induct yourself, but
yeah,
but you just know where it is. This is like all the knowledge that is taught in school. It's not actually important. We just need to know where we find the information we need.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. To be
and that's all
resourceful.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that's a
cool.
good summary of that. To be resourceful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it is, and it's like, and be willing to go through the different doors as needed. You know, like I say, the reason why I'm doing the breath work is because, well, the something is I have like an energetic something that's kind of not getting released, and it's just okay. Well, let me try that, see if that helps, right?
yeah,
and uh, and in the
yeah,
meantime I do a lot of other things, and you just reminded me again. And obviously being in Norway, I have not been going barefoot on Saba. I went go barefoot all the time. It's like I
yeah,
will like be on a conversation like this, and then I'll walk outside and I'll be barefoot and walk.
yeah,
I do gardening in my barefoot, of course, right? My walking meditation was down the beach on the sand, you know. This is like,
yeah.
so
And it's so important to draw the earth energy up through the soles of the feet. And
yeah,
yeah, there are places in the world where people are barely walking barefoot because it's cold and it's, but to
yeah,
just find a little
on
place or get
trees.
a grounding mat, that's also helpful. These grounding earthing mats that you can sleep on and put under your computer where your feet are. That's quite good. Oh, and
Yes.
The M Guard is also coming out. That will be epic.
Oh my gosh, the M Guard is being released in Europe on the 15th
Oh
in
yeah.
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That will be life changing. Yeah.
Yeah. And especially like in terms of where I'm sitting right now, because it's like, computer and phone and all the um it's the for those of you who don't know, it's there's a yeah, if you want to know, but it's basically a device that harmonizes the electromagnetic frequencies in your room in a diameter of 8 diameter. So that's the 32 feet roughly. Um, so and they're amazing. I will talk more about that. It's just I'm just learning about it myself, right? It's just like, but it's a very very good product, and also because it's so small, you can travel with it, and it actually puts into like a seaport, so you can have it connected to a battery pack, and you can take it on planes. And when you walk in the city, I was talking to a girl who's from Sweden, and she said she couldn't even. She actually physically felt unwell going into the cities. It was even to the
Yeah.
point she got so unwell. She said, "I'm just gonna stay on my island. I'm not going in there. No way. Like it's not worth it because she will be sick in days after she'd been in the city, right?" So I'm very
Exactly.
excited for her to get it and to try to just put it in her backpack and go into town and see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Because now all the frequencies be harmonized around her and they shouldn't affect her, that much. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to hearing her experience of that, right? For me, I feel it like sometimes I feel like it's like tingling in my fingers. Huh? Yeah. So,
It's
but
beautiful to have these really empowering tools, these devices like the
yes,
water and the Yukon and the shower and the Anispa and now the M Guard,
yeah,
because then we can, that helps us to be, yeah, to be out.
exactly.
Yeah.
And this is what the whole business about we are doing is that it's not just abundance in wealth. That's not it. This is not it. It's like it's abundance in inner freedom, in your health, for the environment. It's like it's just it's holistic. It just checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
And like Enagic is not one that has like a lot of products. We have very, very few products. And if they add something new, it's important, right? And the device that is doing the harmonizing of the electrical pollution or radiation is, I think, Mr. Hoshiro introduced that because a lot of us are actually working online. Like that's how
Yes.
we
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
the businesses, and he realizes that we cannot just do, you. Of course, you can run the business offline, but a lot of people choose to do it in the online space. He recognizes that. But
Yeah.
and I think that's why it's coming, because he sees that is how his people are us as an organization are running our businesses. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Uh,
then the 5G coming on. The 5G being turned on. That's a whole different. So it's interesting the timing that it's coming out right now. I feel it has to do with that as well. Because the 5G is being turned on in many cities already.
mhm.
And that's really frying and, changing their, oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
very,
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. All right. Girl, I need to get going. I need to go teach.
yes. Thank you. Thank you. That was a beautiful, so beautiful to talk with you.
Oh, yes. I think we just embarked on a journey. We're going to be seeing each other.
Yes.
I love what you do. I love your certainty. I love you have a very, like you say, can't get water mother. You have that kind of energy over you, that you're more the I don't want to use master genius. I don't want to put you up there, but you know what I mean. It's like you're more, I don't know. You know what I mean? More you're really in a good space.
Mm.
And thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge and what you do. And yeah, any final little thing for before we sign off?
Yeah, when you said that, we are all ascending masters, and it's not even putting anyone up there because we are here down here, but we
Mhm.
are all masters and we are ascending and waking up to the masters we are as we are coming fully online. Now it's every day realizing, oh my God, I'm such a divine being, and so are you, and so are you, and you, and you. And we are really all the same energy, just in different bodies.
Yeah,
And that's so exciting to every day wake deeper up to that realization that we are really only one of us here and that we are all leading each other home and
yeah,
no one is better than the others. There's just some who are like here in Enagic, there's some who've been in here 10 years and they are leading us, and you were there for 4 or 5 or however long, I don't know how, but I've just come in. So there's all this. And
yeah.
then with the ascension and waking up, some are there already and they're so it's just all a
I know.
cooperation, and that's so
I know.
beautiful.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's everybody's like, come on, it's this way. Come this way. It's over here. This is how we do it. Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay, I get it. I'm coming, I'm coming. you know? Yeah. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you.
Sorry, my
Thank
phone is also just ringing at the end.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so much for having me, and it's beautiful to connect with you and whoever watches, sending you my blessings and my love. And yeah, you can find my YouTube channel and my Facebook, and I'm sharing there all the time. And if you feel it's supporting you, yeah, you get some grounding energy and transmissions from the Australian nature there as well, and the land here,
you. But
the
what we're
animals.
going to do, Tanya, I'm going to ask you to send me the links to your YouTube and things like that. Then we can leave it around, maybe down in the comments or above the post. So just look for it, guys, so you can go find her. I want to go find you too.
Yes, awesome. Beautiful, beautiful.
All
So
right.
beautiful.
Have a
Yeah.
blessed
Thank
day.
you.
Yep. See you
Have a
guys.
beautiful day. You see, it's getting dark here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. See you soon.